Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.
I want to share with you one thing. One time I was here, I was giving a talk, and through the seminar, I had an aha moment. I went outside, I registered the URLs for it, and I end up making a big business out of it just by taking actions. So I congratulate you on having actions. How many of you have at least 3 actions in their pink sheet? 4. Okay. So the question right now is, which comes back to what we had over the break. How can I use this book? We can talk about 2 things. We can talk about tactics to promote the book, or we can talk about how you can get content in the book and just finish it as a book. Which topic you want to tackle first?
Tactics to promote a book.
Tactics to promote a book. Okay? Okay. The question is, how do we tell people that you have a book? Like, how do you if you want to talk about tactics, how will you tell individuals that you have a book?
Facebook.
So the first thing is press release. So one way to tackle or to tell individuals that you have a book is a press release. So you should have a press release saying that you have a book coming. That's right?
Did you have a book coming?
Oh yeah. Okay. What other aspects or what other venues you can have you can promote your book? You must have a website for the book. That's right?
Or website just for the book.
Oh yeah. If you go 12 streams of income, you'll see a complete website on just a book. What else? It's a project. The book, it's a project. What other websites you can add a book notification to it?
Social media.
Your personal website and your business website. That's right. So where the book should go? As announcement, you have a new book coming. That's right. Now, Kevin mentioned social media. What do you need for social media?
Have you LinkedIn?
Yeah, like LinkedIn, Facebook. What do you need for social media?
Content.
Other than content, to tell them about the book, what do you need?
Bio.
No, just a photo.
The book cover. Yeah.
The book cover. So you can have a photo like an image like this, and this image will have coming soon. And what you can have is a 3D image of the book. That's right. And we do have access to tools at no extra cost can produce these 3D images. So if you have the cover image, or you come to me to do the book cover, we can in like 2 minutes generate all of these 3D images. That's right. What are social media you have? Like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, whatever social media you have, you can do advertisement for the book. Can you tell people to buy it now?
Yeah, sure. Pre-order.
That's right. So you can pre-order. And what you do when you want to do pre-order? You want to put a link. And this link you can go to WooCommerce, which is free. Connect it to your PayPal, which is free if you have a commercial PayPal account. And what will happen in 3 days? You can have what? Money with Mr. Bank.
Just have a question for you, Wael.
Yeah.
In some, I've seen, and I don't know the mechanism here, but in order for you to get to a bestseller, you have to have certain amount of books sold within.
We will talk about it.
Okay, this is different though.
This is different.
Okay.
This is now, tonight, when you have the book cover, you can go and send, and you have a website, like Mariana registered her website. She can, I can show you how you can put the website quickly, couple of pages, with a basket from WooCommerce, which is a free plugin. Connect it to your PayPal account, which you have it for free. It could charge you 3%.
So WooCommerce can connect to PayPal?
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't have to use its own payment gateway?
No.
Okay, I didn't know that.
No. This is what I'm doing on 12 streams of income, and people can go to there to buy, to pre-purchase your book.
WooCommerce is like a shopping site?
What if you would take a few months to get a book written?
It's just to answer the questions. WooCommerce is a plugin on WordPress, which is majority of this is one of the largest use of plugin is compared to Shopify. Like Shopify is a smaller version of WooCommerce, and right about a year ago, they released the basic WooCommerce for free.
So you have to have a WordPress site?
You must have a WordPress site, because WordPress and my cousin Google are two butts in one underwear. They love each other. Yes, you have to remember that, because people bugs me when they have this Joomla, when they have this different technique. I like, Google wants to have content. They go to blogging. Bloggers using WordPress. So Google have a harmony with WordPress. Why you make it complicated? Why do you want to use Joomla? Why do you want to use other things? Use whatever works for you. Like put your creativity in how to use them. So that's why I call it two butts in one underwear. So you laugh. So please, next time when you do a website, you don't go to Wix. You don't do special template. You just download WordPress, get it to use. If you don't want to know how to use it, come here, go to the WordPress user group, go to Google, YouTube WordPress education. So it's not a barrier for you to stop. It's a barrier if you want to do it like very optimized and very sophisticated. You may don't have the time, or you may need to hire somebody. But at this stage, you don't need to hire anybody. If you have the images of the cover, if you have these few covers, you can basically get things done. Okay, and I know some of you don't really doing good with drawing packages, so that's why if you come here, we can just do it. I remember last workshop, everybody was in their room, walk away with their book cover in 6 hours. That's right.
Yeah.
You know, now what they did after with it is their problem, not mine. So, okay, so this is tactics. So you can take steps how to do the book. Now, Mariana said one good thing. You need first to write the book. You know what? If you made $20,000 on the book, pre-sold, you can hire somebody to write the book better than you guys, because their job is to write books every day. And then you'll have the best book ever, like John Maxwell. Because John Maxwell did not write any or many of his books. He got ghostwriters to write it, according to the ghostwriter who wrote the books.
Really?
Yeah. So the 61 books or 64 books they are marketed with his face. He did not write any of them.
But how does the ghostwriter get the content?
It's a ghostwriter job. That's why it costs between $5,000 to $25,000, $5,000 to $25,000 for a ghostwriters. It's their jobs.
So it doesn't even say written this.
No.
It's like Patterson, James Patterson cranks out, 3-4 books a month, and they're all, then it says James Patterson with
blah, blah, blah.
No.
Is he a novel writer?
Yeah,
James Bond.
but you know, like, how can he write so many
So
books?
does he tell the ghostwriter?
You give the ghost. Okay, you have to tell him some information, yeah.
Well, yeah.
But not
Tell him something, right?
not it's just one sheet. What you want to have the chapters about?
Wouldn't you have to review then the book to say, hey, this is what I say,
No.
this is what I think, this is what I want?
Actually,
It's the product sheet, isn't
I
it?
do have one of his books, and it was kind of peppered with a lot of examples and case studies, which is probably what the ghostwriter came up with, because he says these are the concepts, and the ghostwriter probably did the research to find out what some of the other areas are, and then put them in there. So really, the filling was around examples and testimonials and stuff like that. His concepts were just brief outline. I think that's how it's done. So he's still got his stamp on it and what he wants to say, the message.
Did
The
you
ghost-
pay the money for that?
Right, and he's got the face and the branding to sell. If I write exactly the same book, obviously nobody's going to buy it. But this guy, because of his face, right? That's really what it's all about. So I would be a ghostwriter, get my $15,000-$20,000. He puts his face on it. We're happy-go-lucky.
So
I don't know, man.
I can show you
This guy's disheartened. He's disheartened.
because you don't know because you are brand new in the coaching things. Because I'm not the only one. There are actually competitor coaching, book coachings who you will hear the same message. I'm trying to make the message making more sense. So we know for now you need to have the website. You need to have the cover, which is coming soon. You should also do what we call it media kit.
Is that the same as press release? Or is that
No,
different?
media kit is different.
Okay.
And I'm trying to remember where is in my office my media kits, because I have like 4 or 5 of them, my personal ones. You may seen them around. I'll be so happy if you have one of mine, because
I'm not sure.
I cannot find. I know I took all of them somewhere else. So what is a media kit?
Yeah.
A media kit, it's one pager to like 16 page to tell the media what this book about. So if I want to cover a media kit, I can design here on my feet right now a media kit of double side pages. So on the media book cover,
From the courses, yeah.
so if you take one of these sheets and you look at this has a cover, that's right, and then they have a back cover, and this one will have only double sided, that's right. So on the book cover, on the cover here, which will be the very cover, what you expect to show on the media kit?
Same information as the book, right?
The 3D look of the book, that's right. So I have 3D book look, and I say announcement, for example, and you can put the title of the book, and you can put by the author. That's right. So this will be the cover of the media kit, and we recommend to have actually the word media kit somewhere
On the cover itself?
on every single page. Okay? And I know some of you are not computer guru or computer. It's okay. Or computer whiz. I know some of you may not have this information. Oh, I know where is it. I know. I'll go back and get it. But let's just talk about this for a minute. Now, when you open the book inside, this pamphlet inside, what do you expect? You expect to see this book about, and you can type the topics where this book, what this book will teach you, that's right. Or you can see within these pages you will learn, and then you can have How many learning you can have in the book?
One for each chapter.
No. Walmart, you know Walmart? This small store, you know this Walmart? Told us what? Any bullets will be 3, 5, or 7. If you want, within these pages, you will learn,
Oh.
or this book will reveal, or you will explore through the pages. And Walmart told us how many bullets?
3, 5, or 7.
3, 5, or 7. Now you want to show these people that you have a wow book. So how many should they have here?
7.
7. That's it. Very, very mechanical. That's right.
Yeah.
So you should have 7 bullets because you are writing. Okay. Now at the lower level, what you will see on the other page
Bio?
about the author.
That's on the outside cover.
No, on the inside. Sorry, I missed it. So if I open here,
Yeah.
I should hear these are features,
Yeah.
and here I can see
About the author?
about the author.
Okay, so you got that.
I got this flip.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, but I mean, isn't that the? Oh, that's the outside. That's
This is the outside, this is the inside. So there is one pager will be about the author.
That's the inside.
Inside, yeah.
So which one's inside? Top or bottom? I'm getting confused.
Top.
This is the outside. This is 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which one is what. At the end of the day, is one page has this content.
Okay.
One page has this content. One page has this content. Okay? It doesn't matter which one. What you should have with the author? A decent photo.
headshot.
Okay? No, man, we can make it standing. If you want to fill the space, you want to make it standing. What you should have on the back of the last back,
Information on how to get the book.
which means
Call to action.
information how to get the book. Call to action. What is the best call to action?
Buy it.
An order form. Okay? An order form, how to order, and you can even have here MasterCard, Visa, and so here you can have the order form. So this can be a media kit or a book announcement.
Wouldn't a media kit? Is this the only the media kit? Wouldn't the media kit have contact the author, speaking engagement?
You can have them-
interviews.
You can have them here. Contact the author.
But you wanna let them know that you're available for interviews, for
You can have this on this
guest
one page.
publications.
You can have it. I'm looking.
Just a
I am
friend
trying to
page.
go to Kevin and ask Kevin, if you shake your hands and have this information, where is your media book, your media kit for the book? I'm here working on very simple lines
Right.
to show you that all what you need is what? Somebody to do graphics for you. I'm volunteering myself to do graphics for you. Not a big deal. Someone, can you come up with the write-up and I can do the format for you. It's not a big deal. Call Kevin, call someone you know can do the graphics for you. The hiccups is the hold-up is not the graphics.
Right.
Okay? Now, where you will get this information from? Do you remember here?
Your benefits on your program sheet? What?
Do you remember here?
Summary.
Of the book?
Right.
Okay.
Okay? Do you remember this summary of the book? Where you will get the bio and some of the information here. You have the bio here. You plan to have an inside bio. Yeah, you may expand a little bit on it, but it's the same content, the same information. Okay? Any questions? Do you want to see? Let me go and get you a sample of this.
Yeah,
set it on a one-page page.
So here's a sample. So this is a sample.
Oh wow.
Is that the size that you would recommend? Like for,
So this is a sample,
That's immediate.
and this is the actual big size. Okay, so
See? So this one you put in all your other books, right?
yes, our experience. So you can have here samples of this. Can you pass it over?
pass it around?
Yeah.
Alright.
But give me the small one.
I'm looking at it.
The small one is exactly the same as the big one.
One more here.
Oh, you brought this to the speakers club. I remember. You registered.
That's right. Yeah, I brought this to the speaker club. So this is an example, not the best example ever, but this is an example how you can gum out. And if you look inside, it has a little bit different material. That's right. It has a bigger bio. It has some testimonials. Learn how from the book. Why do you need the book? Okay. And on the end, on the back, I do have what? What did you find? What did you find, Kevin?
No, Colin Spray.
Yeah. He endorsed all of my books. So when you go on a pre-order copy in the back, you have the pre-order copy in the back. Okay? And if you want to have a colored print, you just come and let me know. And because we have we acquired all the production, so we can print this in colors on a while you are sitting here, like, okay?
What is this symbol?
QR code.
It's a what?
QR code. It allows you, if you scan it, you can go QR. QR.
Q.
Yeah.
R.
R.
So this QR code is just, it looks nice. Don't ask me how many people using it. It works. Try that. It works.
Less than 1%.
Sorry? It doesn't matter. Less than 1%. It's just it get people to know that you are with a trend.
No, it doesn't.
You know. Anyway, this is the biggest size you can have, which is the tabloid side. You can always have it as one sheet, as what Mike was doing it. And this is the A5 size. So this page is called A5 in this size. And I like the A5 size.
What's that? What size is that Mike has there?
This one is
I just took 8.5 by 11
Let's
and
split it in half.
A4. Yeah, A4 size.
folded
It's
it in
A4?
half.
Yeah.
I like that.
And this is
A5.
and this is tabloid. This is tabloid or A3. Does it work? And this is A5 size. Why did I have lots of this? Because this has a very interesting package. I put them in my pocket, and when I lost all the 300 copies I made, I looked at all of my jackets and my coats, and I found each one of them has so many. So when I needed this, when I go just on my secrets, I go back to my coats and grab them. So this will be cool because you can put it in your pockets. You can put it in your pocket and say, "Yeah, here is my new book." People will throw it away anyway if they don't sign it. So that's why I had this small size. Okay. Can you plan one like this? if you can adopt what we have here is learn how to, which will be what you learn from your book, which will be the benefits of your book. You can also have this book offers, and you basically write what this book offers. Another paragraph say this book provides, and you can write what this book provides. Okay. Any questions?
Yeah, where do you say on your when the book will be released? It's nice to pre-order, but when will I get the book?
If you look at terms and conditions,
Where?
terms and conditions,
Yeah.
third line.
HO 16.
Yeah, so this was an old one because in the new version is June 2018. So if you have the April 2016, was the old version. Okay?
I like how you have the news agency. You look very credible with that.
Yep. And
He has these like CNN, like
Yeah.
Yep. and for sure you have something similar. Because for sure you have been covered by any of these magazines during your life. And if you don't have anything similar, you have activities on YouTube and on your Facebook, and if you stand on stages, you can use the company's logos as well.
What company's logos?
If you stand on different stages, like co-op, like stables, if they invite you, you can use as seen on this
Oh,
stage.
this would be like your most satisfied clients or something.
Yeah, you can. Yep.
Mine would be
But it has to be in this arena.
Barney.
Not necessary.
Because I'm taught on Mount Royal.
purple dance.
Not necessary.
So I'm taught on Mount Royal.
Not necessary, because here, who is the one as seen on? The book is not published yet. Who is the one as seen on?
Okay.
Is the book or the guy?
The guy.
Mine would say Mike watches CNN.
Here are all the things and people I follow.
All of
NFL. CFL.
I put Tony Robbins in there too.
Yeah.
Okay. Any questions?
You're gonna have to excuse me. I'm really not feeling well.
When you came up with that joke, sounds like you're feeling well.
Yeah, my stomach and my head are just like pounding.
Must be the kombucha, I think.
But he didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't have any. See, you should have had
Maybe
them.
you should have some
Maybe you
complete.
should have some kombucha stuff.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no thanks. There you go. Way to go. Shamir was feeling better.
Okay. So what I wanna cover with this, I wanna talk about the 71 tactics to promote. So there are 71 tactics which we can look at them. The first one is identify your audience. So who are your audience? Who are your audience? Who are they? So who are the audience that say they will be able to get this book? Who are they, for example, in your case? Like business owners, like in Kevin's case, they are youth. So you should write down who are the audience which will get this book.
And for me, the construction industry.
Write it down. The more you write about your book audience,
But not limited to.
not limited to, but
To identify as many segments as possible.
so find out who your book appeals to, get to know those people well, and be where they are, both online and offline. So can you figure out who are your audience? Number two, because this particular material, they say establish budget. So you need to establish a budget of how much are you willing to spend, because you can actually sell your book on Facebook advertisements. Okay. Now I have a question. If your book is a $7 book or $10 book, can you sell your book for shipping costs only?
That's a good one.
Okay, so there are some individuals outside here who will get the book and they will sell the book for the shipping cost.
Actually, we call shipping and handling. You can roll it.
This is what I was going to.
Oh,
So
sorry.
yeah, so when you call it shipping and shipping cost, you will go and get a fixed metered, like Canada Post and the US Post will have a fixed
Fixed
rate,
cost.
a fixed cost. You bought in this particular envelope, it will be like $3 no matter where it goes through the country, for example. So you come and say you only pay for shipping and handling $14 or $12 or $9.99, and I have a deal already for $3. So what will happen for the other $7? It comes to me. How much did it cost me to print the book? $1. So basically I make $6 on this book without getting into selling the book. Number three.
Wait a minute now. You sell the book for shipping and handling costs, and what those costs are more than what it actually costs you. That's what you said.
I'm going back here to show it on numbers. So when you remember these numbers? He said the book will be sold for less than 20. It costs you $2 to $3, or it costs you in bigger volume $1 to print the book, and you can make about $10 a book. That's right.
Okay.
So if I ship in the US and I charge you $15 per book shipping cost. In the US there is a form of shipping where they call it fixed cost. So how much will be the fixed cost? Let's call it $3. That's right. Actually, this is a much better way. If you put the return address on the top of the, if you put the target address as a return address on the book package, and you put it in the mailbox, it will goes back to him to stick. Why you shake your head?
It's illegal.
I know it's illegal, but I've seen people doing it. Okay.
It's RTS, yeah. Return to sender.
Return to sender, so cover fee. If you spend $3 on fixed cost shipping, you have $12 from the money you got.
So the shipping and handling cost that people pay is not that.
It's $15.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Or it can be $9.99. It can be $10. You now print the book for $1. People will pay you $3. So what you make of the shipping is $6. So if you go and run a campaign, who will buy your book? People who are really interested in your service. So this is a cheaper way to segment your audience. Okay, any questions on how you can sell your book at you should establish a budget. Number 3, you should create a plan for marketing the book. You can get creative, and I will talk a lot about how you can get creative. So you you have the book, material, and the question is, where do you want to go? You want to go on Google, you want to go on YouTube. Somebody may have an idea of going on a slide share. Can you plan 4 slides on your book? Launch. And you can put the 4 slides. What will be the first slide? Same 1, 2, 3, 4. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you do with these 4 slides, you convert them to video, you put them on YouTube, you convert them to slides, you put them on SlideShare. All what you want to get to let people to know is what? You are coming with a book. Why it's important for you guys to have this step? Because if you are converting from the business you are, and you do right now, you would like people to know that you are doing something really different. So how you can tell them that you are doing this? By going through all possible ways. So my book, which is the 12 Stream of Income, it does exist on 152 social media platforms. One of them is Facebook, one of them is LinkedIn, with more than 1 account. So the reason for doing such a thing is everybody in my community and the community outside my community will know what? Will know I'm doing this now. That's right?
120 social media?
Yeah, there's 152 social media, including Wikipedia. And if you want to know how to get your book to Wikipedia, let me know. I can tell you how. It's an interesting experience as well. So the more reach point you can have, the better value you can get. You can also, you have to tell your brand story. So when you go on Media Kit, or when you go and I don't have, I'll bring you on Saturday the other Media Kits we have. When you do have this Media Kit, you talk here about who? Do I talk much about the book here? Do I really know what the book will include?
No.
So what are you going to talk about here? Yourself. If you want to go to be interviewed on Good Morning Canada on CTV, what you do?
Talk about your expertise.
Send them this announcement or the Media Kit, and there are a phone number, fax, and there's an email, and attempt to do it 3 times. If they don't call you, wait for another 3 weeks and start again. Maybe they are busy, but eventually you'll be somewhere. Go to LinkedIn and figure out who are, like, what's his name, Shadina, is one of my contacts on my social media. And when he was in India, I exchanged private messages with him. I don't know him, Omar Shadina, I don't know him in person. I never met him in person. But we are good contact. I have like maybe 20 some editor-in-chief of major newspaper and magazines who are in my LinkedIn, they are on my Facebook. And all what I need to do is what? Tell them there is a new book announcement. Can I come to your show? And here is the summary. Will it work? Better than, is it better than sitting idle?
Yeah.
That's right.
Action.
And if you do it, eventually you will be there. If you reach out, the rule said 1 to 10, that's right. If you reach out 10 or 20, most likely you will be there. Number 6 is to create your hook. So what is the hook about your book? So having a trouble summarizing 40,000 plus words into a few attention grabbing sentences, here is a couple of resources to get creative. Think fast, 10 minutes to the perfect elevator pitch, and write log lines that sells. So basically, can you write a small paragraphs about how the value of your book? Number 7, which is the most important part, you need to build your email list. So can you build email lists for people who are interested to receive your book? Do you care about your book? Or you care about your service? So this email list will be, means what?
It's like word of mouth from there.
Yeah, but who will be on this mailing list?
The people I know.
Potential clients.
Potential clients. So when you create email list for your book, this will be who? Potential clients. Why you laugh?
All those things flying around.
Oh. Now, you should also make it easy to buy. And when you call it making it easy to buy, because sometimes we get really creative. We say people will call us, and when they will call us, they will transfer money via their account, their bank account, e-transfer. This is not easy to buy. This is impossible to buy. Because I will meet you right now in a networking event. You really like my book, and I have no Visa card access. I don't even have a form for you to sign, or a form for you to sign. Let's just use a big one. I don't have a form for you to sign to buy my book. Then what will happen?
You will not have it.
You tell me I'm really interested. Okay, yeah, go home and send me an e-transfer.
Oh yeah.
So what is the likelihood for them to send you an e-transfer?
No.
So don't make it complicated. Don't, like some of individuals I was talking to last week, she said, but Square charged me 3%. Okay, 100% of zero is what?
Zero.
And 3%, 97% of $100 is what?
Nice.
$97 coming in your pocket. So do you want $97 coming to your pocket,
Yeah.
or you want to save the 3% and have zero?
Mm-hmm.
Square.
You can use a Square. You can make it easy. Means like if you go to 12 streams of income, you will find a way that when you click on the book, you can buy now, and when you buy now, you can put your eBay, your PayPal account or your credit card, and you can basically buy. That's it. Yes, sir.
So you put on this form payment details, credit card, and so on. How do you use this part to?
I do have you can use it in different ways. You can basically put it on their behalf on a PayPal, or I do have on Square and different platform. You can basically use a credit card written.
I see.
It's
okay.
more than 3%. It will be like 3.7%.
Call it 5%. It's fine.
We are if you
Yeah.
say call it 5%, we are in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
GST is 5%.
Yeah. Yeah. It is what it is.
Okay, it is what it is. Number 9, link your book to trends or trending topics. So you should link your book to trending topics. So write an article that title your book topic or genre that to current popular interest. So for example, if your book on youth leadership, and we had the Sandy shooting or the shooting in Sandy Hook or the one in Florida, can you write an article on leadership, youth leadership and resilience during shooting?
Oh, I can do overcoming the trauma of the shooting.
Okay. Now, are you writing something different in your book? No. No, for somebody who's like writing the drama, so if you have an article with this content, having it on LinkedIn or having it on Pulse, maybe send it to the contributions in the standard newspaper, what is the likelihood of somebody will be interested? Higher than sitting idle. What is the default thing for you to write your book? Is you sit in front of the TV and you do the sum training. You know the sum training? Is when you know the sum training.
I like it.
Yeah, you skip on your remote control different channels watching TV. This is a default status, right? We sit in front of the screen doing the sum training by changing different channels and don't do anything.
Oh, thumb training. Okay.
Yeah, you do the sum training, you know. So instead of doing the sum training, what you do?
You're right.
You can write 3-4 paragraphs of an article, relate your book to it. You can also, number 10, which gets to Kevin, schedule social media. What does it mean, schedule social media?
When do your topics get posted?
Yes, so you should first optimize your profile on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, LinkedIn, Goodreads, and Pinterest to say that you are an author of a forthcoming book. I have people who forgot to do this. Okay? What I like about when you talk about 21 ways, or you talk about eating, what you said, bite at a time, 1,000 bites. What's good about these particular topics? The good is
small steps.
I can not that, but for social media. So when she talks about 21 ways, the minute she will finish one way, what she can do? She can share the one way on social media. And at the very bottom, what she will say? To know all the other ways, pre-order my book, and here is what? The link to pre-order my book from my website. And she already bought the website. So on Saturday, if you want to get the website on WordPress, it can be done. Does this make sense what I'm saying? Yes, sir.
Yes. Can I just see the first page again? Sure.
No, it's mine. Okay. It has to be fun, you know. It has to-
Okay.
So the first step, if we want to review the last 10 steps, we have 71, okay? So we have to make sure we have enough time for 71. Don't apply all the 71. Are you now empowered and stimulated to go out from this door and start to market your book? When you market yourself as an author of a book, will you sell yourself? Will you ask people to come for your event, or people will come to ask you to join your event? Do you understand the difference?
Yeah, they'll come to us.
Okay. Why they come? Because I will identify my audience, I establish the budget, I create a plan, I get creative, I tell my brand story, I create my hooks, I build email list so I know all of them, I make it easy to buy, I link my book to trending topics, and I schedule social media. And what Daryl will not like.
Bring it on.
No, really, you will not like it.
Okay.
You promote your ebook for free.
That's what we did initially for the 2 weeks, and then, or no, oh, it's changed now. It's free. Yeah, it was.
So here I'm publishing a book.
It's all good.
Do I care about selling the book?
I care about 11 cents. That's what I make from $2.99.
My point is, I am here putting the book together, selling the book. I assume I have all the content of the book. I'm looking for. Do I look for money from the book? Where is the money will come from?
Workshops.
From my program, my training program, my workshop, whatever. Do I care if people having a soft copy of my book? So you should consider promoting your ebook for
Free.
free.
So the e-book is the same as the printed book?
Yes. It's a PDF version of the book.
When you say you need an ISBN for your book and your ebook, right?
Yes.
So I don't have to do that because I don't have a book, so I can do it. Book, I have to convert on Google whatever to a book.
If you have the PDF of the book
Yeah.
and the PDF of the cover, when we meet together, I can do it for you. It will not take me 6 to 10 minutes to convert it if you have the PDF version.
What about the ISBN application? Is there any cost for that?
There is no cost. It takes about 3 days to 2 weeks. But we, as Win Your Brand, we have access already because we are publisher. We have 5 publishing registration as a 5 different publishers. So if you need ISBNs, just connect with me. I will ask you for specific informations like book title, author title, and a couple of other information. While we are sitting, I can produce the ISBNs for you.
Huh.
Can you produce an ISBN for an audiobook before you make the audiobook?
Oh yeah.
Or you have to make
Yeah.
the audiobook
No,
first?
no. In ISBN game, you can have it forthcoming, published, or terminated. So there is a status for the ISBN. So you can have, but you need to project when the book will be coming. By the way, it's not recommended to use Amazon generated ISBN because Amazon may disappear. If Amazon will disappear, you need to recreate the whole thing from scratch.
So why would Amazon disappear?
Because Kodak disappeared, Sears shut down.
It's a business.
It's a business. Okay. So there are lots of, and also one more thing, when you have your ISBN, like when you be in a business like my business, we have our own names attached to these ISBNs. So this is another entry for credibility, who I am. Like I was standing in a dispute one time. I said, you know what? You can look me up. I'm on this. I'm the creator of all of this, and here is my information. So I'm the creator. Nobody else is the creator. Okay. Remember, everything we share here is about your business, and I hope you have enough value for your time here. Do you have value for time here? So promote your ebook for free. You can also set up an online book giveaway. So you can give your books via Goodreads. You can also, number 13, you can time your release. Time your book release. So you may want to get the book release in the right time. So it doesn't make sense to write 1,000 gift idea for Christmas and launch the book on January 2nd. Why do you laugh?
It's funny. It's so late, man.
Sorry?
It's so late.
Yeah. So you don't like if you want to talk about leadership books, in particular for youth, who are your target markets? If the target market is the school, you cannot launch the book and release it in July, August, because July, August the school is closed. It will be very intelligent to go and say, I would like to have a party in the Calgary Board of Education, and I will make a book tour to go to speak about my book in 10 schools for free to educate the kids about my book, and they can ask me questions, and I will release the book in October, and then I will have a tour of speaking in 10 schools in the next 5 weeks. Will the Calgary Board of Education would like you to come or not?
Yeah, because it fits their schedule.
Timing, yeah.
Okay? And I will spare some time to talk about how you can use the book to open doors. Yes, sir.
What's the difference between an ebook and a book online?
They are very similar. However, a book online, an ebook usually is a PDF, portable format, portable document format,
Yeah.
which is a PDF version. The book online can be a version called EPUB, or there is another version for Kindle. So the format of the file it can be different. EPUB is electronic publishing, and the EPUB it's a disaster because every version Not all the readers can read all the versions, so it's just format.
Mm.
Do
Okay.
we need ISBN for PDF?
You should have an ISBN for everything.
Oh.
Okay. You can also you can, number 14, create a reader guide. Can you create a reader guide at the end of your book? Use your book description to let people know that your book contained a helpful discussion guide at the end. Can you, what is the goal of having the guide at the end?
So they could study it more in depth.
You can drive them to more information where they go. Your workshop, that's right. You can upsell them to the workshop. Or you can link them to where? To your website. That's right. Do you get it? Are you willing to do it? Do you understand now when I told you you have to commit?
Yeah. So link the book to the, yeah.
So the book become what? The carrot. You dangle the carrot, so the rabbits will come. Okay? Number 15, you should learn some copywriting principle. Copywriting principle means you should be able to write smaller paragraphs on your book just driven to your audience. And we talked a lot about how to copyright material. So copywriting, marketing is not just storytelling. It's also about getting your readers to take action. Hone your copywriting and content marketing skills to turn your audience into book buyers. So copywriting means you should have also call to actions all the time. Okay?
So what did you first say? Learn some copywriting
Skills.
principles or skills?
Principle or skills. Which I believe by now you understand lots of copywriting skills. Because do you remember this screen where we talk about the quadrant
Yeah.
and how you write, how do you feel, how do you think, how you do?
Yeah.
These are some of the copyright of the highest level of copywriting skills. So you write to your audience. I would not expect you in particular to write. I hope you'd when you feel about your business is going to suck, or when you feel you are losing money, you'll come to get leadership from me. You'll say when you think or when you see. So Mariana will talk about feeler, you'll talk about thinker, because you are
I talk about process, yeah.
process and thinker. That's right.
Yeah.
Mariana will talk about when you feel. So this is some sort of the copywriting. You can also host authors events and authors hangouts. So you can go when you have time and you can schedule an author hangout or ask the author. So you can go and say, like, every Wednesday night or every Thursday night or every once a month, I will invite everybody to come and ask the author. Now, who will come to ask you questions if they come? People who need help with the book. That's right. Or competitor. So this is give Prince a license to you to reach out to people without telling them, hi guys, can you gonna come and buy my service? Because I will have a forum for the author. Okay? Number 17, you have to be outside the box. Think outside the box. Okay? And this is actually have been used here because we are not marketer. However, we can use this for promoting our program. Are we interested to make money out of the book? We are not interested to make money out of the book. The book is an investment of our time to promote what? our services, our programs, what we do. You should also consider spending a little bit of money to get a professional photo of the author. So you should get a professional photo. Okay? 19, you create a press release. How many press releases you should be able to get at least in a book project? You should press release at least 3 times. One when the book will be 1 year ahead. One will be the book will be a month, and one will be when the book will be released. And you can have more than 3 times. How you can send a press release? You send it to media outlet, and we do have 3,000 email to media outlets as well.
Who, you do?
Yeah. So you know all these authors of Calgary Sun and Calgary Herald and the National and all these TV stations, you can send them press releases. There is no CASL compliance required, and you can also send them by fax. You can make phone calls. Like in one of the event I was organizing it for someone on their behalf, I had 6 hours. In 6 hours I got them 17 TV and radio station covering it. Yeah, it was Jason Kenney, but nobody's seen that much number. Because I do have a plan, I have all the contacts. They give me like 20 some contacts, so I took their content, I sent the information, and then I went back to my mailing list and I launched all the information there. So they had about 17 or 18. Like the first 2 rows, we had to clean them off from the audience because they were all TV camera after TV camera after TV camera after TV camera. It was amazing, the last leadership forum. And this was the only one I was managing their media contact. And I ran out of the material which we had printed for the media because nobody expects. Usually you get 1 to 3, 4 individuals only. And what I noticed this time, individual from the Calgary Herald, they were sitting there and they were typing as the event will go, and they click submit. It went live on their website. And then later on it came as a brief on the printed media. So it was very interesting how you can achieve lots of issues with lots of contact with this social media. Number 20, you need to get media savvy. So you need to get to be known by the media, and you should build relationship with this media. You should also read marketing and material of others. Number 22, you should be able to manage to get guest posts. So you should be able to write articles or posts on other people's websites. And as I can say, if each one of you has his own blog, and each one of you will agree that the fellow next to him or next to her will be writing a guest blog on their media, can you imagine how much content you'll have to your blog, and also how much cross-reference you can have?
So what did you write there?
Guest
posts.
For the read marketing material.
And this is one is you should be able to read marketing material and read other posts and you share it. I remember a few times I have individuals who will come and say, I need a solution for this particular problem. So what I would do is I would say, oh yeah, okay, here is my book which I have this and this chapter, and by the way, you don't have to buy the book, here is the chapter. Guess what will happen? I had a phone call and I had a customer in New Zealand.
small world.
Yeah, it becomes small world. That's why Saturdays, I wake up 3 o'clock every Saturday morning, because from 4 to 8 I have to be on a phone call to New Zealand,
Wow.
and that's after some time it will become painful. Okay, but you can. These are not traditional way. I am a business coach. Come guys, I'll give you business coaching. I am a business coach. It doesn't work like that. I have a book. I have an intelligent way. This will be 71 methods. You don't need to be 71 methods. You don't need to apply all of them. I believe you have enough stimuli right now from the discussions. Is this doable? Can you do this? Okay.
So the guest post is on other people's blogs.
Yes, in other people's blogs.
But you can also invite them to post on yours.
Yep. Which means you have to have yours.
Yeah.
First setup, okay? Okay? Which means when you have yours set up, what package you'll use as a background? WordPress. Because if you want to get fancy with Wix or any other tools, you will not have a blog. You can also have a pre-release for a review. So if you have the book ready, will you publish the book right away? No. You can have a pre-release. What pre-release means?
It'll be coming out soon.
Special people who will have early access
It's like a beta version.
for a review. Okay? So if the CEO of the company who you want to know, or the VP engineering in a company who you want to know, can you make a phone call or send him a postcard invitation telling him hi? Like my book is actually will be reviewed by a chief economist of banks, because I said I would like to get your feedback, guys, on the content of my book. What they said, and in exchange I will list you inside the book.
Right.
What they say, what's the answer?
Sure.
Yes.
Sure, send it to us. Now, when I need anything from this bank, who will I call?
Same thing.
Will I call my personal advisor, or I will call the chief economist of the bank,
Economist.
who I have relationship now with?
Yeah.
If I want to offer my training program to the bank employees, who should I call? The guy who read my book.
Huh.
Do you understand why you must not have the book ready and published?
Because changes will come, revisions will come as
No,
the result
no,
of their review.
not only that. If you have the book ready and published, these people will not be able to approach them anymore.
Because it's final.
It's fine, right? So,
That's an important one.
That's a good one. Like,
we will talk more about doing it in a more aggressive way, but this is one way. Another approach also to throw in here, you may want to have a sponsors for your book. So you can go around and ask people to sponsor your book by being listed inside the book.
Is that part of 24 or
No, this is just a side note.
a side note?
So you can go and ask people to be listed in your book on the author trusted supplier list, and they can contribute to the book in exchange of buying 500, 100 copies, 500 copies, or 1,000 copies of the book. So if you're book in financial space, in finance, you can go to financial institute, or you can go to mortgage brokers or real estate supplement business and tell them you serve the same crowd as my book audience. Would you mind put an ad inside my book? And I will list you inside the list of trusted resources by the author. And I'm not asking you for money. What I'm asking you is to pre-purchase 1,000 copy of my book, or 100 copy of my book. 100 copy of my book. My book will be selling for, let's call it $15. I will even make it a better deal for you. I will give it to you at $10. And you are allowed to resell my book, so you can make money out of it. or give it away to your audience and your customers where you can show. So if he decide to give it away, who will this resource promote?
Both.
It promotes your book and you. Okay? Can you do this kind of activities if the book is fully published? No, because the book is already done.
But then yours is coming, says it's coming out in April, so it has to come out in April then, or how are you handling that?
Mine is coming in June 2018. No, this is April 2016. This is when we started and we stopped. We had to stop for a reason.
So Marianne is asking, like, if you're saying June 2018, it has to come out on June 2018.
Oh yeah, if you sign contract and people will pay you money, it has to be there.
Yeah.
Okay?
My other
It's a
question is,
commitment,
you said
ready or not.
you're going to have the trusted supplier list, and then you said in exchange for advertising in your book. So you're not actually advertising, you're just listing their name, right?
You will have a chapter for them. You will have a chapter called, I will bring it on Saturday, a sample of it. It will be a chapter called Resource Trusted or Recommended by the Author. So a chapter called Resource Trusted or Recommended by the Author. If you go to 12streamofIncome.com, you will see the whole package there. You can also create a bookmark. The bookmarks, there is a company in Toronto we use, and they cost about, for 10,000 bookmarks, they'll be like $300. So they cost like very minor. And the bookmarks are very common for people to have the book. Any questions?
Physical bookmarks, right?
Bookmark, yeah, 1x8 or 2x8.
How much do they cost? $300 for 10,000?
Yes, roughly $300, maybe $325, maybe
Yeah.
$300, but I do have a reason to print my cards at 10,000 at a time. Like my business cards are printed 10,000 copies at a time. I don't do
50 or 100?
No.
Cheaper, right? Cheaper.
Yeah, because you can make 500 at $60 or $80 or $100, 500, and you can make 10,000 below $300.
Oh.
Okay. So when my business card, on the back of my business card is what? Is an invitation for my seminar. So this becomes what? Seminar what? Seminar ticket. It's seminar ticket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I print them by the 10,000. And when we change anything in it, we throw the rest, because it's the same story when you go and buy this sack of onion, 50 pound for like $5, or you go and buy a pound of onion for 99 cents.
Yeah.
By the time you are in the 6 pound consumption,
Yeah.
you have a cheaper onion. That's right.
Yeah.
You still have from 6 pound to like 50 pound.
Yeah.
Now this will not be sold anywhere, because they are usually these stores and they are overstocked and they will not be sold. So when you have them and then after the fact you have to recycle maybe half of it. So you use 25 pound for $5, and the other 25 pound is throw it away. If you didn't throw it away in the actual stores, they will not sell it. So they will throw it away. So don't talk about humanities and good cause and stuff like that. Nobody's using this material, okay? So you can save yourself money by doing that.
Yeah.
Okay? Anyway,
Um,
yes sir.
on business cards, my comment would be, if they're plastic coated, I don't like them. If they're black, I don't like them because I can't try it on them.
I just go with the
I have a habit of writing the date I get the card. and
actually this is not a good habit.
which,
Writing on my business card.
okay, tell me about that.
because it I respect my names, I respect my business cards. So when people write on it any information, it takes away from the respect.
Why? I'm the only guy that keeps your card. Unless I give it away, I don't write on them.
It's just a standard practice in business. You should have some other places where you can take your notes, or sticky pads.
For which?
Sticky notes, like.
Oh, on the back.
So if you do shows, usually we print, we staple the business card, but we don't write on it. It's a bad habit, not the correct business practice to write on business cards. It's the same as when you get business cards, you must read them. Yes, sir.
Can I ask you a question not related to this topic?
Sure.
How did you make all these connections here? That you have.
What do you mean?
You say you have all these connections to media.
I did them on Facebook. I connected with people. I've been what I'm sharing with you is what I started to do for my life since 1992. So I did not start yesterday. When I shift my focus, I wanted to know who are my connections and who I need. So over the last 5 years, I connect with individuals who I know they will promote me later on. It's particularly me and different because I have different careers. So I used to be a career as a professor. I used to be a career as a business startup companies. I used to be as a career as a coach and trainer. I have actually a career as a human right activist, which is a black career. I don't like to talk about it. But when you have these different practices for 5 years, you will find yourself you have to shift. So Omar in particularly, whenever he will go anywhere, he will tweet about the prime minister when they went to India, when he will go to Parliament House, they will tweet all the time. So when you follow up with them and you will like them, like the editor-in-chief of Dubai Today, which is a brand new platform in Middle East, just started like a month ago. He was sharing, and I will commenting. I will put photos for him. I will be friendly, which is actually number 25. Is you have to be friendly. So I was friendly for him, and he moved away from just like my comment to start to give me feedback. Then to start give me feedback, and the feedback will start to be longer and longer. At certain point, I click the private messenger message, and I say I would like to contribute a specific articles series for your magazine. His feedback was amazing. He said, give me the proposal, I will give it to my board editor. I sent him the proposal and I'm waiting. It's just, I did not plan when I was talking to him, but if you want to reach this, you have to understand that if you look at between me and him, there's maybe 15 or 20 different common friends. So he knows that his friends knows me, and his friends are also editor-in-chiefs and writers of major magazines and newspapers in this area. So I'm not an orphan guy. He knows that I have. So if you start to get friend with bunch of them, your life will take off. So don't be aggressive to pick up one and hammer him. Just go with a bunch and hold yourself back. Hold yourself back. 6 months or so, you will be invited. The fellow that I was on a front page of a newspaper in Toronto, and I was actually in the front page of the Star in Toronto one time, because this fellow found me through the same links. This social media is amazing.
Really?
And I'm nobody for anybody, for all of them. So anyway, number 25, be friendly. You have to be friendly. You also should tempt your readers with more. So you should be able to get to always show them that you can get more. Marcel is brilliant in this because Marcel will give you what you do every day. Can you share?
I post a word for the day, like a focus word, and then a quote.
Yep. Okay, so this kind of activity, they can get to know more. You should also
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
understand Amazon platform. So on Amazon platform, understand Amazon platform. So on the Amazon platform, there are authors marketing clubs. And on Amazon platforms, there are something called author page.
You call what?
Author page.
Peach.
Page. Like
Page.
author page. So if you go to Amazon/author/Wael Badawi, you will find my author page. My author page will link to which website?
Right.
My business website. That's right. So when you're Amazon linking back to your website, what this will do to your website? Okay. And the rank eventually will go high. Number 28 is you consider writing a series. So many of us will write one book or two books. Have you ever considered writing a series of books? So if you want to write a series of books, you mark as the first one in the series, the second one in the series. What will happen for the third one? It already pre-marked, right? As I say, not all the 71 you should use, okay?
Consider writing a series of books like Chicken Soup for the Soul, Chicken Soup for this, Chicken Soup for that. That's a series.
No, all the series are
Like-
called Chicken Soup for the Soul.
No, but that's an example of a
Yeah,
series.
yeah. But if you want to talk about leadership,
All kinds. He's got how many books? 66 books?
60. Last time we counted 61.
61
Okay,
books.
don't write 21 ways. Don't write 21 ways,
It's already taken by
and
Mariana.
then the 21 other ways, and then the 21 third ways. Okay.
21 more ways.
21 more ways. No, what I mean is you can actually. In your head, position your book as a part of a group. So for me, I wrote The Guide to Win. I wrote Define Your Win, The Guide to Win, 12 Streams of Income. This are coming in a specific line. Okay. I also the author of the non-legal guide of self-represented litigant in court. I'm the author of this particular series, and I call it the non-legal guide, and it's not the illegal guide. And this was a very interesting topic I spoke on it in a conference. That's how you can make a non-legal guide, but it's not illegal. It's a non-legal because I don't care with legal stuff. I will talk about the emotion under stress in the court system, how the court system works, how you can address. I show the IRC, which is issue, rules, analysis, conclusion, which is the model you speak in front of a judge with. So I show this to people who stand on their own. This when I was to the human rights thing. So I have the series, and the series has like 7 different courts, and it keeps coming, and people come. Like, so you can do this kind of series. It's very doable. After some time, people will know you. Okay. Number 29. Advertise your previous work in each. Advertise your previous works in each book you publish. So you have to advertise your previous work and previous books. So if you have previous books, previous, the one before. So if you have previous books, what you do? You have a page in the end, other books by the author. If you can, someone plan to have 4 books to be written. So what will happen was the first book will be published. What you will have? Other books by the authors. Okay. This is getting too long, you know. Number 30, you need to have the promo kit, and I explained to you what the promo kit look like. So you have an example of a promo kit, and as I say, this might not be the best example you can have, but this is an example you can use. And please, if you design your promo kit, and give me a soft copy that I can print, I promise to use it in every next workshop I will do. I will share your promo kit. I will promote your book, because when I come here and I have like 6 or 7 different promo kits, I show it to the audience. I let the audience keep them. I am promoting your book, and I do this at no cost to you. Just give me the soft copy, and I will print it at my cost as well. Okay. 31. Participate in podcasting. So when you have a book coming, you can connect with podcaster and you can participate in a podcasting. So you can make what we call it podcasting tours. Sorry. You can also attend live events. So when you go to live events, what you will have? Your bookmark. That's right, Kevin? In the speaker club, what you will have? You will have this. You will have your bookmarks. Then what will happen? They will become more interested to ask you more what questions. Does it make sense to you?
Sure, yeah, okay. The small one or the big one?
It doesn't matter. You'll have whatever you like. Don't take mine. You'll create one for yours, right? For me, as I told you, the small one is exactly the same as the big one. Just a smaller size, a micro size. So the point is, when you go to networking events and live events, you will take with you the promotion for the book. So it will not happen like what Daryl was saying. Like he was saying, okay, I have a book, and then start talking about the book. No, you don't say I have a book. You basically can say, yeah, I do have a book, guys, and here is a bookmark, or here is an announcement for the books, and here is how you can access my book. And when they read, let's use the big one so Kevin doesn't feel abandoned here. When I can read from here and I know exactly what your book about. So do you need to talk about your book? You already give me, and it has a call to action. So you can follow up with me and ask me, can I know why you did not buy my book? Okay. Number 33, update your email signature to say that you are an author of a forthcoming book. Update your email signature. Update, yeah. There are so many people who will forget that they are authors of books. Number 34, you develop a workshop. Based on your book. So this kind of promotion, we do it in a reverse way, because we want to run the workshop and we use the book to promote the workshop. So I always have this example. If you want to teach how to sell more cars, and you go and offer your workshops, and your book is not written yet, and you find yourself you can do better performance with individuals who are selling vans and SUV, not cars. Would you like your book to be titled "The Best Way to Sell a Car" or "The Best Way to Sell an SUV"?
SUV.
So this is a reason why you must not publish your book before you successfully offering your workshops. So Claude, for example, is not clear. He wants to do for construction, or it can be a general leadership. If we assume he pushed the market forward in the next 6 months, and he found out that 25% of his audience are construction, and 60 to 75% are outside construction, will it be recommended for him to have his book, The Change Management and Leadership Within Construction Industry, or the small business, the small medium-sized enterprise Change Management Bible?
That's correct.
Okay, so there are so many reasons for you not to publish the book, but for you to market yourself and the market selection of the book components. So this book, I had about maybe 70-80% of the material written already. So why I'm not pushing it forward yet? Because I still want to achieve other goals with it. Any questions?
Good.
Do you want to have a break and then we come back and continue the rest of this?
Copyright 2017 Win Your Brand. All rights reserved. This video is subject to copyright owned by Win Your Brand. Any reproduction or republication of all or part of this video is expressly prohibited, unless Win Your Brand has explicitly granted its prior written consent. All other rights reserved.